right, Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Indianapolis Colts. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Manziel. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On 1st down, here's Love. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. On deck, baby, on deck. Ready.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Manziel. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
We're set. 19. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. He goes to use you.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Check 37. Check 37.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Keeps coming, Mike. Here we go.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Check. Crunch. Hey, 59.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, alert. Come on, switch it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
They'll run with Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Manziel. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back to...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. out as the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Check four. Back. He's checked 54. Crash.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Tight dog.
From the gun, here's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We're set. JT. You must be dreaming. Motion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Switch. 24.
Hey, turn it up.
24.
Under crunch. Rush in.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
10-2 stop. What we got?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Danny.
High alert.
SOS.
61. Max box.
SOS.
Line up.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Let's go. Slam. It's wrong. You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Even 4.
Even. Eyes on 81.
Like 20.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. And go.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 3. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it 24-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Watch the out. Watch the out. 24. Check 26. Say. 22. Jet cover. 29.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run with Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 39, Watson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
He's coming. Set 25. Hey,
Out of the gun, Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Let's go. Let's go. 59. Mark the 59. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Michel down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And it's Michel once again. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Sony Michel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well.
And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play that time for the Colts. 54 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And Watson's going to throw it here to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, Sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All right. I got you.
Good set. 19. 19.
Tackles. Mike's 22.
After the interception, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Check three.
Throwing now. Watson steps away to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Showing it. Check the backer. Hatch it. Check it out.
Hey, 31. 59.
Watch the slant. Motion.
Here's Watson operating from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. John Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, here we go. Blue draw Corkers. Flare, flare. Hit it.
On third down, Dillon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. We